No, shout out, respect. I'm gonna respect Tyler because he is helping make Black millionaires. He is giving people an opportunity
That's
to do
true.
stuff. So I will respect that, even if I don't enjoy the movie and stuff like that. I respect what he got going on.
Yeah.
and I ain't gonna speak negatively
Yeah,
on
and
that.
he's done right by a lot of
Yeah, I ain't gonna
black
speak negatively on
actors.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure I add that part into the clip too. That despite how we feel about the movie,
Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing negative about that.
much love.
I respect that
for Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Now this next segment that we talk about,
Clean yourself up though.
Now you gotta clean yourself up.
Clean
TP.
it up.
You gotta clean yourself up.
Clean it up.
Now all of this is alleged.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if this is true or not. But there is an actor right now who is filing a lawsuit against Tyler Perry. He's suing for
260 mil.
260 mil, and part of that is
Gang.
part of that is a part of the salary he missed out on when his character was written out of a show.
That character won't worth 260.
I said part of it, and some of it is because of the impact it may have had upon his future career as
He
far
won't
as
gonna make
acting.
260.
So, with that being said,
Has he been in anything else other than Tyler Perry?
You ain't know who this man was until he
I did.
posted himself. I'm just saying,
asking,
people.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never seen
Most
him.
people ain't know who that man was until he posted about Tyler Perry on the internet.
I've never heard of him myself.
Hey, you know why I keep
'Cause he
saying
was
this man?
He in the show,
He was in the show.
the White House or whatever.
I don't know the name of the show.
Yeah, I forget the name of that show.
Let me see what this guy's name is.
There's a bunch of Tyler Perry shows that I see come on BET and stuff like that, and the only names of the show that I remember is House of Pain
The
and
Oval. That's what
the
it was
old.
called,
I know
yeah.
the Oval and Sisters. I know the names of the shows, but if I see them on TV outside of the one that DeVal is in, I don't know the names of the shows. I just
Gotcha.
see them.
And that's the part that gets me right there is that when somebody's name is attacked or somebody is attacked in somehow, some way, it affects everybody else. Now Kadeem and DeVal are now being wrapped into this whole situation. Like it affects, because it happens up here, it's a trickle down effect, I guess you could say. But the actor's name is Derek Dixon. He is known for The Oval, Losing It, and Joy Ridge.
Never seen any of those.
Yeah, never seen any of those. But apparently, what has happened is, he got into acting. Tyler Perry put him on the show, and there was some interaction. They had got to the point of where they had a friendship where they were texting and stuff back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think that becomes a little bit problematic when supervisors are talking to their, subordinates via text, and they were having a friendship and stuff like that. There were some questionable text messages that were happening between them two, one of which was Tyler Perry sent him a photo of him on a jet ski, and Derek responded like, yeah, this is a nice picture, and Tyler was like, don't you see this handsome man right here in this photo? It's like, you need to acknowledge him, which I'm not gonna lie, I feel the exact same way. If I send y'all a photo, y'all need to acknowledge how sexy
I ain't
am.
acknowledging
I ain't
nothing.
gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
Don't send me no photos of you on no jet ski.
I be at the gym sometimes. I'll be like, I want to send them a photo to make sure
Why?
they know that I'm putting in work right now.
Why do you want to do that?
Because first of all,
Put it on your story.
y'all need to be inspired by me.
You going to the gym ain't going to inspire me.
I need y'all to
Right.
be inspired by me.
All right,
And
go
then-
ahead, send it so I can sue your ass. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then second of all, I need y'all to acknowledge like, hey, Troy, I see the gains. You know what I'm saying? I
What
see-
games? I'm talking about like, what are you trying to get us to see?
You don't see the muscle? Come on now.
Man, go ahead, yo.
You feel me?
Go ahead.
Like acknowledge. Go look at
You expecting me to walk around acknowledging your muscle gains?
look at this episode.
I'm supposed to walk around acknowledging your
Look
muscle
at,
gains?
look at this episode and go back to episode 110 and
Uh-huh.
look at the comparison of how swole I am now to what I was
Okay.
back then, okay? And how, you know what I'm saying? And acknowledge my sexy. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at you, TP, for that one.
Mm.
Because I want men and women to acknowledge my sexy.
Dang.
You feel me?
It's called harassment. 'Cause I did not consent to any of this.
Well, so anyway, there have been some instances.
That's
and-
a stupid photo to send, by the way.
why is that?
If I'm trying to flirt with somebody, why am I going to send them a picture of me getting off a jet ski or standing next to a jet
Because
ski?
you can, it's plausible deniability.
It is plausible deniability. Yeah. It is kind of, yeah. Versus if I send you a picture of me and my, banana hammocks, then that's kind of questionable, you know.
Banana hammocks.
So anyway,
That's a stupid photo to send.
Is it recorded?
It is recorded.
All right, Lay's gone. Watch what I
Manly
do.
D's podcast, take 10 on Melvin.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Melly Mel, aka Melly Badass, aka Meek Mel, aka your favorite truth teller, aka if you don't want to know, don't ask me. Hey, real quick before you do anything else, hit subscribe on this video. Go ahead, push the button. You're here every week. I know you like being here. You like what we doing. I see you in the comments. I see you engaging. Go ahead and subscribe, man. That way you'll get first alerts every time we drop a new episode. After you hit subscribe on this video, do me another favor. Continue to do what you've been doing, engaging, liking, commenting, laughing, joking, joining in with us. Let YouTube know that you care about what we doing, that you like these videos, so that way we can get pushed up to the top of that YouTube and get y'all to see us more often. After you do that, do me another favor. Tell somebody about this podcast, man. Tell your brother, your cousin, your nephew, your father, anybody that you know that you feel like would benefit from this. Get the word out there, man. Tell them about it. Tell them how good of a time that you having. Tell them about these real conversations that we getting into, because we want to have more group chat vibes. You know what I'm saying? More life lessons shared, all of that, man. So tell your people about it. Get involved. Help us out. And before you do anything else, after that, continue rocking with us. It's the Melly D's podcast. It's your boy Melly Mel. We out.
He did it!
So there's some interaction and conversation. One of the instances was one of the cast got invited out on a vacation by Tyler Perry, in which Derek did attend. He went. He felt as though he needed to go because the whole cast went, and when he went, which it makes sense.
It don't.
It does make sense.
It don't.
When you're trying to buy into a universe and you're trying to get your foot into,
I get tired of hearing that. Go ahead. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
when you're trying to get into a realm, you want to be where the people are. You want to be in the room where it happens. What happens if a trip that trip goes out, you don't go, and then something amazing happens on that trip? You missed out on an opportunity that all these other people have. Maybe with some genius idea, some plot came up. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be in the room where it happens. Anyway, he goes on a trip, and I think Tyler Perry, in a sense, had made some moves towards, for lack of remembering all the details, I'll just say there were some moves that were made, but then they were also denied. It doesn't seem as though in these allegations that Derek actually gave into the attempts or the allegations, allegedly. It doesn't seem as though if Tyler Perry did make these suggestion moves towards Derek, that he responded. And then there was a series of texts between Derek and Tyler in which Tyler was saying, people on the set are making me upset. They don't realize that I can write them out very easily. And I love killing off characters in my TV shows and
That
stuff
no one
like
expects.
that no one expects. And so Derek is reading this thinking to himself, oh snap, this could be me. Not necessarily like, oh yeah, you can write them off and not think anything of it. It's like, oh snap, anybody is able to be written off. And so hence the reason, and then eventually his store clerk character ends up becoming a stripper somehow, some way in the same TV show. And so things begin to happen. I think eventually he got written off. And so that's the reason why he's suing.
Because he got written off.
He got written off.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that is why I get tired of hearing that. Yes, he didn't get, quote unquote, give into it based on the evidence that was provided. But the whole time, he's clearly playing into this situation so that he can use it for leverage, what he has right now. So I'm not going to lean all the way into it. That's what he's doing. It's the same game that we was talking about how the women prey on the young athletes. This is the same game to me that he's playing right now. I'm not interested in you. I can tell that you're interested in me. You're doing these things to me. So I'm going to play along with whatever it is so that way I can get what I want out the situation. If things go sideways, I'm going to use this as leverage like I'm doing right now to try to get $260 million that I was never going to get to begin with. And that is what I feel like is happening in this situation. Regardless of what's true, not true, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to hear that boss subordinate dynamic. Yeah, I don't ever want to hear those stories because like y'all have told me before, you have a choice to put yourself in some of those situations, especially if you're in control. If I'm a male and I'm not interested in this advance that I'm receiving from another male boss, whoever it may be, and he's inviting me on a trip, if I'm not interested in it, I'm not going on the trip. My job becomes less irrelevant. I don't care what people say about work. You can find jobs anywhere. And if my safety or whatever it may be is at risk, I would much rather be safe and not have a job than to put myself in a situation like that and under the guise of, well, he's my boss, I got to do it. He say you got to. You don't have to do that. And you're choosing to do that because you're hoping to get what you want to get out of the situation, so you're going along with it. And then if it doesn't work out, now you're using all those other things as a harassment. But it was fine when you was trying to stay on the show.
Yeah.
When you wanted to be on the show,
Yeah.
you was fine talking about the jet skis and stuff like that. But now that you got written off or whatever it is, now you're upset. And this is retaliation to you being upset and not getting what you wanted to get. And that's what I feel like is happening in this situation. I'm not denying that those conversations probably exist, because we've all had made rumors about Tyler Perry liking men and stuff like that, and being closeted and stuff. So I don't think that it's far-fetched that he's into men. I don't think that he's lying about those conversations, but I do think how he carried those conversations is what's questionable to me. If you weren't really interested in it, just to say like I was in the Oval. The Oval, literal, the Oval. Like, come on, bro.
But the thing too is, to Troy's point, I don't know. I don't think that it says that he's into men per se, because I didn't think about it until you was like, I think about sending a picture of me when I'm in the gym.
Yeah.
And you already know that ain't how that's not what it is with us. So now that I
send
think
y'all a picture on Monday, just
now that I think about the picture that was sent and him acknowledging, like, you ain't gonna acknowledge me in this picture or whatever, I don't necessarily think that gives off that.
That's
vibe.
flirtatious. That's flirtatious.
I send pictures like that
And
all
then
the time
after-
to my other
okay.
groups.
After the fact, he sent him a message saying that he believes that he's missing out on opportunities in his life to enjoy and explore. And he texted him and said, I really do hope that you would allow someone to hold you and make love to you.
Okay, I didn't get all that.
So he did say
did
all
say he
those
did.
subsequent
Okay,
things
got you.
after the fact,
Okay.
based on the text messages
Well,
that
I
were
retract
shared.
my initial statement.
Because you would never let Troy say to you, text or phone call, hey, bro, I hope that you would allow someone to hold you
And
make love to you, bro.
Yeah, now
I would
In
never say.
reference-
I would never
Speaking
say.
of- have y'all
As a
seen the
follow
thing
up to the
where-
jet ski conversation.
where social media where they call in they homies and be like, I just want to tell you good night.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna do that to y'all. I started to do it to y'all.
Hey, yo, that would have been funny.
I ain't gonna hold you. If you did, I would have played into it.
I know you would have.
I would have
Yeah.
played right into
I
But
it.
I
know
think
you
that
would.
does go to show the lack of emotional range that we are essentially cultivated to navigate.
Mhm.
Because some of the responses was just wild, not to shift
Yeah.
subject, but some of the responses was like, you all right? Like, you straight? But anyway, yeah.
I feel as though with our friends, we should have full range of conversation.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, I do understand there are some dynamics of friendships that we cannot go into specific conversations. Like, for instance, I love anime. I'm not going to talk about anime in our group chat.
I mean, you got to shower me constantly with anime talk, but if
Right.
you shared it, I wouldn't be like, why are you telling me about this?
But
Mhm.
that's not something that we
Bond over.
bond over.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I have a group chat in which we say is basically 13-year-old boy humor.
Mhm.
And we can talk and say anything that we want in that conversation because we know, one, we're all being stupid. You know what I'm saying? We're not being serious. You know what I'm saying? I can send that group gym photo and be like, hey, look at that sexy man right there. And they'd be like, yeah, he is sexy. And we all go home to our wives and would never even breach the concept of being
Mm-hmm.
intimate with one another like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've really we have to understand that some group dynamics are going to be different. However, in this situation, and I really want to tap into the HR side of Lace in the sense of talking about this. When it comes to the power structure within a job function, that should not be a conversation that is had between a superior and a subordinate.
Correct.
Like, none at all.
But I think
It's a
the
slippery
environments are
slope.
different. But
Yeah,
I'm also saying
environments are definitely different based upon the type of business that
Yeah.
they are in. But with TP being the owner, CEO, all of that, is going to the allegation looks worse than
Worse.
the potential outcome. So yeah, it's a slippery slope. I would stay away from that. Which is always mind-boggling to me how these people with this lens of, we'll just say, power or access do stupid stuff like this. Why are you texting him from?
Because they people at the end of the day.
Which is true, but again, we talked on previous episodes, protecting the brand. Stop doing stuff that can easily come back to you, even if the allegation is more damning than the potential outcome. Got to start thinking like that.
I don't understand how people not realize that when you send something out in the world, it's out in the world.
It's out there.
There's no getting it back.
But see, that was what I'm saying again about playing the game, though. If I'm putting it out there to you and you're responding to me in a way that makes it seem like we're kind of in agreement about what I'm doing, I'm probably going to be more prone to continue doing it.
Nah.
If
Again,
he
it
would have given,
depends.
if he would, and like I said, if he would have given off right away, I'm not interested, I'm uncomfortable with this interaction,
He should have said it from the
I
beginning.
probably don't think that he would have continued to
Mhm.
do any of that stuff. But because he was also participating in the conversation, it's like I'm testing the water by sending this safe jet ski image and saying, you recognize this sexy man in this joint, and to see how he responds to it. And then if you acknowledge you see this sexy man situation, I'm like, all right, I've tested the water, and now I can say what I want to say, whatever, and you keep responding. Now I feel like we're equally sharing this talk that I started.
That's a very narcissistic, not you, I'm just saying that's a very narcissistic mindset because
On the person who sent the photo or the person
right,
who
that is very the person who
yeah, yeah.
sent the
Oh
photo.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, for one, it's unsolicited. I didn't ask for this. So regardless of my response, the fact that you felt comfortable enough just to send me this randomness.
But that wasn't the
regardless
first
of how-
text that they've ever sent to each other.
Well,
That
I
wasn't the
understand
very
that.
first
I'm just
first
saying,
interaction.
I'm just saying, like, if that bridge hadn't been crossed before, to think that we cool enough just to simply send anything unsolicited in that manner is wild to me.
Yeah.
Particularly when you are TP. That's just crazy to me.
I mean, there was other stuff too. So it's not just the photo, and there were other things that he's
Sure.
alleging that he had him over and they were doing some stuff, and apparently something about I don't know how they got on the subject, but they were weighing each other for some reason, or trying to figure out how much someone weighs or something like that. So he wanted them to get on a scale to like weigh himself, but he was like, when you get on the scale though, you just gotta be in your drawers when you get on the scale to weigh yourself.
Hey,
So then-
he was using it as a way to get a man in
But
his
I'm just saying, but he got in his drawers and got on the scale. But he got his drawers and got on the scale, and then he said when he got on the scale,
the victim.
No.
But
Not blaming the victim.
See?
No, hold
I was
on.
about to stir the pot.
Hold on.
I was about to stir the pot.
Hold on. It's not blaming the victim, but the person the person has to know, all right,
Come
now,
on, bro.
it's got to be like
Lace, and this is only, and I'm using this brain because I'm thinking of grown men.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not thinking about a man and a woman or a man and a child or like a physical shift in dynamic. I'm talking about two grown men. If I'm a grown man and I'm not uncomfortable with another grown man, I don't have to put myself in that. We're not in prison.
I agree with
I'm
that.
not in a prison wall in a cell fighting for my virtue. We are out in the world, and I can choose if I want to be over here or not.
Mm-hmm.
I can go off and do something. I don't have to go over there. I could choose to do that. I don't have to get in my drawers and get on this scale,
Right.
because TP asked me just because you make movies
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like other things that keep pushing, like I said, pushing the setup, the narrative. So like it's like they setting each other up. I'm trying to set you up to get you in your drawers, and I'm trying to set
me
you
up
up
for my
so
career.
Yeah, so
That's
like
you
I can,
and your lens of self-awareness of who you are. If you were in that situation, a lot of people, men, whatever, don't have that lens of self-awareness. They look at it as Troy mentioned earlier, a power dynamic. This person holds the keys to what I'm trying to get to, so I may pander or participate or whatever, and I may be comfortable with that, but it can move forward and put me in a lens of uncomfortability, and that now you have an issue that is presented. But some people don't have that lens of self-awareness or fortitude to say, I'm not willing to do or be put
and that's
in
my
this
issue.
situation.
Because if you're unwilling to, and that's my issue, because if you're willing to be uncomfortable to try to get what you want, and then what you want doesn't come, now you're trying to play off your uncomfortability in that moment. That's what I had the issue with.
I feel you.
So then I feel like at that point you ran your play didn't work, shut the hell up forever. Because you knew what you were trying to do. And it didn't go in your favor. So now you just gotta shut the hell up. You played, you lost. Move on. Find a square. You was on the oval, find the square. Find something else for you to do. But I think that there's a lot that's being presented right now that's just, you know what I'm saying. But because the allegations out there, that could be damaging enough.